me more. I noticed on your website that you put you're a life transitions coach. Tell me more about
Yeah.
that and how does this all fit together with
Well, humans have actually chosen to be on this planet for change,
that? Hmm.
growth, expansion, evolution, and creativity. So if we're experiencing our own human development, to the best of our ability, and there are setbacks and challenges all the time, of course,
Yeah.
we are experiencing all or some of those at various given times. So technically, we're all in transition at all the time, which is great, which is a good thing. However, the technology age has caused us a lot of separation and isolation. We are
Yeah.
not connected to each other the way we were maybe 100 years ago. Actually, some of the best communities in the world are tribal.
Yeah.
So because of this isolation, we need a coach or we need someone with experience or someone outside of ourselves to see these issues that we're going through, that have become habit. We don't realize we're in maybe a downward spiral until someone with experience and knowledge can come in and say, have you, would you like to take a look at that? Is that something that you want to continue? And at that point, many times the student or client will say, ouch, I didn't know I was even involved in that. I didn't know that was me. I didn't know I was doing that. So that's why a coach is very valuable. Someone outside of yourself with experience and knowledge that will help you get from point A to point B. Transition. We're all in life transition.
See.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So as you go through life transitions, what kind of life transitions do you like to help people through?
Well, some of the early transitions in human development are maybe from high school to college,
Mhm.
and I say that because it's a very important step. There's a lot of financial responsibility involved. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of energy that can go into a college education. And sometimes we're not prepared to choose that path completely well. Sometimes we do what our parents say or what society wants us to do. Might not be the right path for us. We can always change the path. That's okay. But we might want to get started a little better off, a little bit more in the direction of our true nature, our true self. So there's high school to college and then college to the workforce. We
Mhm.
want to maybe choose the right job that's going to be beneficial for us so that we're not working for somebody else. We're doing something in order to keep the job. We want to be fulfilling more of our purpose as we go to work every day. So those are two of the early ones, but there are maybe relationship transitions from being single to being a partner or married. Sometimes the marriage is not working out. We want to go from being a partner to being separated, or from that separation again to maybe a second partner or relationship. Those are all human needs and things that are in our culture every day that we need help with. Going from a marriage to alone or separation or not a partner, not having a partner, is a very traumatic experience and really shouldn't be done alone. It can be
Right.
very damaging to do by yourself.
Mhm.
And then there are job transitions. You're 20 years in a job and all of a sudden you realize this is not my purpose, or my purpose has changed. All those are
Right.
fine. And what do I do now? And it really takes someone to, give the motivation, to give the inspiration, to maybe ask questions that help you find what you want to do. And again, this might be a traumatic experience to change from something that you've been doing for so long. So those are a couple of big things, big items, big issues that we have in early development, say in our early 20s, late teens maybe, but also up through our 40s.
Yeah.
And again, could be later on in life. It could be death and dying, could be something that we might fear. And of course, once you take a look at it, there's nothing to fear about death and dying. It's something that we have to understand better in order and prepare for in order to make that transition. So all these are some of the transitions that are involved. There are maybe smaller issues. They might not seem small, but there are smaller issues that we can handle, on a day-to-day, month-to-month, or week-to-week basis also that we run into. We need some help with.